Today, I want to talk about my personal experience with creatine. Not in a complicated or scientific way, just real experience. Because before I used creatine, I had a lot of questions, just like you probably do right now. Is it safe? Does it even work? And honestly, is it worth it? So yeah, this is my story. The creatine I used was 100% pure creatine monohydrate, a 300-gram product. I was taking about 4 grams per day, split into 2 doses. 1 scoop before my workout, 1 scoop after. Sometimes I tried to take it with something sweet, because people say it helps with absorption. But to be honest, I didn't really stick to that. Before I even started using creatine, I did a lot of research. Like, a lot. I watched videos, read articles, asked people who had already used it, even asked trainers and doctors. And almost every time, I heard the same thing. There's no solid proof that creatine is harmful. But still, there were 2 things that stayed in the back of my mind: hair loss and kidney problems. These were the only things that almost made me not try it, because there wasn't a clear answer. Some people said it's totally safe. Some people said it might be risky. But in the end, I said to myself, okay, let me try it. So I started using it. And after about 10 to 15 days, I started noticing some changes. My strength went up. Not in a crazy way, but around 15 to 20% stronger in some exercises. I could do a few more reps, lift slightly heavier. Before, I stayed sore for longer. But now, my body felt ready sooner. And that made it easier to stay consistent. But there was something else too: water. When you take creatine, you need to drink more water. So I went from normal to around 3 to 4 liters a day, almost double. And yeah, this part is important. Now let's talk about the main question. Did I have any side effects? For me, no, nothing serious. No kidney issues, no weird symptoms, nothing that made me feel like something was wrong. And about hair loss, I didn't notice anything either. But I should say this: genetically, I'm not really prone to hair loss, so this part might be different for someone else. During this whole time, I was also training. My goal was simple: lose fat and build muscle at the same time. And overall, I was satisfied. Not perfect, but definitely better than before. Now, here's the important part. Would I use creatine again? Honestly, no. Not because it didn't work, because it actually did. But I have a personal mindset. I don't really like mixing supplements with my training. I prefer keeping things simple. I like knowing that my progress comes from me, my habits, my training, my consistency. The only reason I tried creatine this time was curiosity. I just wanted to experience it for myself, to understand why people call it one of the safest supplements, and see how it actually feels. For me, it was a small risk, but I took it. And in the end, nothing bad happened. It helped a bit, but it wasn't something crazy. And I think that's the most honest way to say it. Creatine is not magic. It won't change everything overnight. It's just a small boost, a small advantage. And whether you use it or not, your results still depend on your consistency, your discipline, and your mindset. That was my experience.